And we are live. Welcome to another episode of AB Trap Combat. And today we're going to be talking about AndreWard calling out AnthonyJoshua. But before we get into it, don't forget to drop a like, a subscribe, a comment, a share, do all that good stuff. Let's get right into it.
If the business was right and if everything was right on that front, me and AnthonyJoshua, that's a fight that I would take at Wembley Stadium. It's a dangerous fight for my legacy. It's a dangerous fight across the board, and but that's a fight that would get me in the gym and get me in the mindset that I need to be in to go to war. It's AnthonyJoshua, and I know you're getting ready to fight Jake Paul. It looks like that's where it's going. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about a real fight.
Seems like nowadays everyone been calling out AnthonyJoshua. AndreWard has joined the list. I thought AnthonyJoshua had a fight lined up with Jake Paul. Seemed like that fight was going to go down. Eddie Hearn was talking about it a lot, promoting it. But now it seems like AndreWard has thrown his hat into the race and trying to get a fight with AnthonyJoshua. I'm actually really surprised that AndreWard has called out AnthonyJoshua. A lot of people called out AndreWard, and Ward said he's not willing to come back. There's no one that interests him in coming back. But the biggest name that ever called him out was Canelo Alvarez. Told Ward to come out of retirement to fight him. AndreWard did not accept the challenge. He didn't want to fight Canelo. So that makes me think about why AndreWard doesn't fight Canelo. Does he think that Canelo will beat him? But then why would he call out a monster like AnthonyJoshua? I know that AnthonyJoshua is not very consistent with his performances, but to me, I think he's still a very tough opponent for anybody, especially if he feels like you're here trying to prove a point. With Daniel Dubois, with that build-up, you saw how serious AnthonyJoshua was. But in the fight, obviously, it was different. For AndreWard, he's a much older guy. We're talking about Daniel Dubois, was probably 26 years old at the time, 27 years old when he defeated AnthonyJoshua. Now you have AndreWard, who I believe is 41 years old, trying to face someone like AnthonyJoshua. And it's nothing bad that AndreWard wants to fight at 41, but it's just that he hasn't fought for a very long time, since 33 years old. So it's almost going to be a decade since he fought, and now to fight a monster like AnthonyJoshua, I mean, I can't agree with it. I think it's a bad idea, and I think Ward would get knocked out. Simple as that. The reason I'm saying AndreWard will get demolished against AnthonyJoshua is because he's just simply too small. AndreWard is 6 feet tall with a 71-inch reach, and he's 41 years old. Now AnthonyJoshua is 35 years old. He's 6'6" with an 82-inch reach. Now, of course, we have seen smaller guys move up from smaller weight classes. Big example, the most recent example is like Alexander Usyk, who's the undisputed heavyweight champion. But I mean, if AndreWard thinks he could compete with someone like that, then he would have called out Usyk, not AnthonyJoshua, who doesn't even have a title and is rumored to be on his way out. I like the confidence. I love to see big fights happen, but I wish that this fight would have happened before, not now. I just feel like AndreWard is trying to play his cards right and trying to pick opponent, which he has the right to do. He's a legend. He's great. What he has done is amazing, but it just feels like he's trying to come back to cash in, because the money was a big difference when he was fighting compared to now. So I feel like he's just trying to cash in, and he's picking Anthony Joshua. And Anthony Joshua is a tough opponent. It's not like he's picking someone that's like washed or old or things that Jake Paul do. But it kind of makes me question why now and why Anthony Joshua when people like Canelo is willing to fight him, and people, I mean, Jake Paul is willing to fight him, of course, but I don't see Ward entertaining someone like Jake Paul. If he's going to fight, he wants to fight someone who's not on the same caliber, obviously, because he's trying to win, but someone who has a big name like him, or maybe a bigger name to, put him on that platform to make sure this is a big outing, a big pay per view. Like I said before, I see no chance in AndreWard defeating Anthony Joshua, even though Anthony Joshua has been inconsistent. He lost his last fight, and then he won his fight before that. So he's very inconsistent, but I don't think that makes him a easy match. You've seen what he done against Nagano. Nagano was saying this was going to be an easier fight than Tyson Fury, and it wasn't. I mean, I think it was a knockout in round one or round two. I'm not too sure, but it was it was a great performance from Anthony Joshua. Now I know AndreWard is a very smart fighter. He stays in shape, and he didn't get a lot of damage in his career. So it makes sense that he wants to come back. But I just feel like against someone like Anthony Joshua, it's just the worst idea ever. If anything, I would have liked to see AndreWard go up against Canelo. I feel like that's more of a even balanced match, as in height, as in weight, and accomplishments. But I don't know. I just don't think that AndreWard has what it got at 41 years old to defeat an opponent like Anthony Joshua. But that's all I got for you. Don't forget to drop a like, a subscribe, a comment, and share. Do all that good stuff for me. Until next time.